Hi everyone, welcome to React Interview Series episode 4. So in this episode we are going to learn about all those interview questions related to JSX. Uh, let's get started, and before that let's know of what is JSX. So JSX is a syntax extension for JavaScript that lets you write HTML like markup inside a JavaScript file. Okay, although there are other ways to write components, most React developers prefer the conciseness of JSX and most code bases use it. Okay, so actually, JSX and React are two separate things. They are often used together, but you can use them independently of each other. JSX is a syntax extension, while React is a JavaScript library. Now let's know the main question, like the interviewer asked the main thing, like how JSX is different from HTML. So let me illustrate that with the help of example. For example, this is HTML. Okay, let me uncomment it. Okay, and this is React component. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply copy this HTML. Okay, and paste it here. Okay, so I have copied and pasted it here, but still it is throwing error. So let's see what is the error. It is saying JSX expressions must have one parent element. Okay, so so now you might be thinking to wrap it with any wrapper like React fragment or div. But before that, you have to explain why you need to wrap it. Okay, so if you wrap it, some few error will be gone, but still it will show some error. Okay, so this is because JSX is stricter and has a few more rules than HTML. If you read error message, so it is saying it needs one parent element. So let me do one thing. So the interview asks to wrap it around A. So let me wrap it. I have wrapped it. Okay. Now, still it is showing error, right? Because uh, it is returning now. It is returning a single root element. I mean, which is the first condition of JSX. Okay, the rule of JSX to return a single root element, which we have already returned it. And why we are doing that? uh, because JSX looks like HTML, but under the hood, it is transformed into a plain JavaScript object. Okay, under the hood, it is getting transformed into plain JavaScript objects. You can't return two objects from a function without wrapping them into an array, right? So from a function, you can't return two different objects, right? You have to wrap it either around array. Okay, so this explains you why I mean, this explains why you also can't return two JSX tags without wrapping them into another tag or a fragment. Okay, uh, for simple for simple, I will do one thing. I will okay, from here you can. Okay. From here you can see note like JSX looks like HTML, but under the hood it is transformed into plain JavaScript objects. You can't return two objects from a function without wrapping them into an array. This explains why you also can't return two JSX tags without wrapping them into another tag or a fragment. Okay. So this the first rule of JSX is it is you have to return a single root element. That is done. Now the second rule, the second rule of the JSX is all the tags should be closed. So here you see the image tags is still open, so we need to close it. Okay, this is the second rule of JSX. All the close all the tags. So here li is not closed, so let me close it. Okay, simply I will copy and paste it. So this is done, and here you can see now we are able to display these images. Okay, so there are the second rule was we have to close all the tags, and the third rule is we have to I mean, whatever attribute we declare inside, it should be in camel case. Like let's say we have given this class, right? So this is wrong. We can't give class like this because class is a reserved word in React. So we whatever we do as a class name, and we provide whatever the class that we specify inside style.css file. So the three rule, let me remind you again. The first rule of JSX is we you have to return a single root element. Okay, single root element, because in JSX it looks like HTML, but under the hood it is a plain JavaScript object, and from a single function can't return two object. Okay, so that's why you can't return two JSX tags. You have to return one. And the second rule is you have to close all the tags. And the third rule is whatever attribute you provide, it should be in camel case. So these are the main differences between HTML and JSX. And there is one more thing, right? There is one more thing. Let's say if you want to write JavaScript variable, right? JavaScript value. If you want to display any JavaScript value, for example, let me declare any let variable. Let name is equal to let's say Rahul. Okay, so if I want to display this variable value inside JSX, so how will I do it? I'll do simply with the curly braces and I will give name. So here you can see it is displaying as Rahul. But let's say, uh, let's say I want to display this name under some condition. Okay. For example, let me declare one variable as let flag is equal to true. So here, if it is true, then I will use logical AND operator to display name. Then it is displaying, right? But remember, the interviewer will ask you under which condition you should not display. I mean, under which condition you should avoid this logical AND operator. Can you please guess that? Let's say, okay, the answer will be, let's say, I mean, don't put numbers on the left side of logical AND operator. So it is boolean, this is fine. But let me illustrate you. If I give here 0, right, let me give the flag as 0, and here I will give a 0. Now see the result. It is printing a 0, right? But we our intention was not to print 0. Our intention was to display a value of name under some condition. Okay, so that's why to test the condition, JavaScript converts the left side to a boolean automatically. It converts this into boolean automatically. However, if the left side is 0, then the whole expression gets a value 0, and React will happily render 0 rather than nothing. Okay, so that's why you always have to I mean, if it is a number here, so maybe you can do like this: if flag greater than 0. Okay, so this is the correct way to write the code for numerical value in the left side of logical AND operator. So this is also one interview question which is generally asked for to check your like very basic concepts regarding JSX and this thing, rendering thing, conditional. Okay, so hope you like this video, and hope you grab some knowledge from this video. If you liked it, please subscribe my channel, and see ya in the next video. Thank you.